Hoo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So, um, the last video I talked about wanting to do a folding knife, my first folding knife, and I mentioned how I wanted to be like this old school spine lock, like a buck 110, like a spine lock where you use your thumb to press the lock and you pull the knife open. Um, I wanted it old school. I wanted it like traditional, but at the same time, I didn't. I wanted it modern, and I wanted it non-traditional. I wanted the mechanism and how it worked to be this really old school piece that would make like nostalgia happen when you depressed the lock. But I wanted it to be super modern and really kind of just incredibly badass. So I came up with the design last night, and then today, because all last night I'm laying there and I'm thinking about it, and it was just in my head. It was bugging me. It was like there's something missing, something wrong. It just needed to be better. So I didn't change anything on the knife except the grind. And I think the grind is going to make it so much better. I mean, so much better. And not only that, but they are starting that knife today. They're going to start production on building them over at Croco Knives because it's what they do. I know it was a silly question to write them and ask them if it's something they could do. He was like, of course we could do this. But this knife is going to be super duper sick. So I want to show you the before and after. So this is what I came up with, and I was just loving it. I'm like this. And right here, I mean, you can see the lock is Damascus. You could see the pocket clip is Damascus. You could see the bolsters are Damascus. This is micarta. It's going to be a really nice micarta. All along the top here, all the way through this part, is going to be tooled. It's going to be just really nice and really fancy looking. But then I thought this area right here, and somebody even said, I wish that was a little higher. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I wish it was higher too. And I had to think, how could I do it? Okay, and of course my zombie knife comes up. Bam. So this is what I did. So look at the difference in these grinds. That knife up there, look at how much beautiful grind. It's going to make it able to be sharper and stay sharper longer. It's going to make it a more efficient cutter. Everything just going from that to that. So I'm pretty excited. Croco Knives is making this knife. This will be my next Croco design. It will be my very first ever dbad folding knife. And I have to say, this thing is dope. So there's no thumb studs, obviously, because I wanted to keep it a pinch open, right? I wanted to keep it like when you open a buck 110, you pinch it open. There's a nail nick on there, but I mean, there's so much blade, you're not going to need the nail nick. It's just going to literally be a pinch open. But the nail nick is just there for, again, nostalgic reasons. But I think opening it up and making it just bigger in the grind, this thing is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. I am 100% completely stoked. One more thing, just one more. Today, I had Shelly, whose hands are much smaller than mine, come and put a grip on this, because I made it to where my fingers would fit and it would be really comfortable. And I thought to myself, crap, not everybody has my hand size. And I was like, oh crap, I don't know if everybody's gonna be able to fit this. And I know some people who bought it have smaller hands, so I had her come in and grab it. And she's like, oh no, this is fine. She goes, I have a good grip on this. So if anyone was wondering if you have smaller hands, if you're going to be able to grab it, yes, you're going to be able to grab it. Oh man, I love Croco Knives, man. They're just doing it, man. They're just doing it. Doing it. So Doing it all for my baby. You know, between them, making this stuff for me, and then all my big battle knives, more or less, are coming straight from the Kukri house. So you're gonna see like all these carryable real world users. Okay, maybe not that one, but coming from Croco, like I'm gonna have more field knives, survival knives type stuff. My military combat knife you can use as a survival knife. My menace is a survival knife. Um, this is going to be a good carry along. This isn't going to be your baton on it and do all that other crazy stuff because it's a pocket knife. But it's going to be the same as this. It's going to be this. I'm going to grab the handle. I'm going to cut things. It's not going to close on my hand, and I'm going to feel very good about it, and it's going to look good doing it. So that's what I want. So that's there, and then I have my sax is on the way from KHHI. We're gonna do the Wakizashi next, and then I think I might do that Gladius. It's been a long time coming, and I know KHHI really wanted to do it when it came out. When I first dropped that design, I put it on Facebook, as a matter of fact, and they were just like, "Yep, let's do it." So that's gonna get done. Yeah, just some really cool stuff around the board, but I am really excited and super stoked to be able to say that finally dbad is going to have a pocket knife. Man, a folder. I'm super excited because I want one. I want to have a folder that's mine, right? This design, I am all over. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie B. All day. Until next video.